helping people achieve their goals and see what's possible on social media. Really outlining where you're spending your time and figuring out what you can outsource to other people to free up your time.
Welcome in, everyone, to AI Marketing Mastery. Today we have Austin Armstrong, the great and the powerful. How you doing, Austin?
I'm doing great, Casey. Good to see you and good to be here, man.
This is going to be a fun conversation. I was going to introduce you a little bit. I know that you have created two companies that are, I want to say you're a seven-figure entrepreneur in both of those. I'm assuming well over, just because I know how you like to push boundaries on things. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to have you on. We're going to be talking mainly faceless videos. I know you've done marketing. You've done over 4,000 TikTok videos, which is mind-blowing to me because I could barely do one a week, and you've got over 4,000 of them out. It's like 100 years of TikTok videos for me.
Yeah, once you get going, it's easier than you think. Like when one video will go viral, one of the things that I was doing early on TikTok is video responses. So like I would do 20, 30 video responses from comments on one like viral video, and they all kind of point back. I know SEO. Think of those as like video backlinks to your like hero page.
Okay.
So that's and that's how you grow, man, is building a rapport like that.
Awesome. Can you hear me a little better if I actually add the mic down where it's supposed to be?
Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Yeah.
Nothing like a first interview.
Oh,
Let's see. So I know why faceless videos in general?
Yeah, so there's quite a few reasons for that. One, I don't want to leave anybody with an excuse to not just create content online. We live in a video era, and now we're in an AI era to enhance video.
Yeah.
But, there's just a whole lot of people that don't want to or can't have their face on camera for whatever reasons. Sometimes it's being in a regulated industry and they're literally not allowed to create content, or they feel a little self-conscious, or they don't want to be judged, or even have the conversation with a friend or family member that sees their content online, whatever reason, but they still want to be creative. They still want to put their thoughts and expertise and opinions and interests out there in the world. And also, faceless videos open up a monetization opportunity to create passive income streams quite easily once you get the ball rolling. And so, quite simply, video marketing has changed my life. And my whole goal and mission with Syllaby is to provide all of the tools and the strategy and make it very simple to help change other people's lives as well.
Awesome. So I know for me, I've been with you since August in this system, and I've tried a couple of different niches to try just to see what I like. And like right now I'm doing religion channel, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So making AI faceless videos, you've made the process simple, which is exciting. It doesn't take me a lot of time out of my day. I mean, definitely have work and life, and currently trying to build a little homestead, so it makes it a little bit better that it's just quick and easy.
And you know how we do. We're very community focused. I take everybody's feedback and try and use that to add new features or improve the processes or streamline it and make it even faster and easier. That's what it's all about. I mean, we just rolled out this crazy bulk scheduling feature, which lets you create about 30 days of faceless videos in like less than 5 minutes. But it's not perfect out of the gate, right? This is our MVP with it. We released it, I think, 2 weeks ago, And you were one of our beta testers for it, so thank you for all of that feedback, and we continue to improve it. But yeah, I just want it to be as easy and streamlined, affordable as possible, and actually getting results for people too.
Awesome. So how would you get like small business, like mom and pop shops, to use Faceless videos, or just to get started?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that separates Syllabi from some of these other AI video tools out there is that we're a workflow tool. We start at step A and take you to step Z. And so within Syllabi, you can actually go to discover ideas area within our platform, and you can find the topics and questions that your customers are searching for online. So if you're a plumber, you can type in, broken toilet, and you'll see a bunch of questions around exactly that, and really specific questions about that, and how much search volume per month, like how many people are actually searching for that, how competitive it is, a dollar value associated with that keyword. You can type this in any industry. We have a lot of real estate agents and mortgage brokers that use Syllabi to find questions online, like how to get approved for an FHA loan, when to refinance my house, all of these questions. And then in one click, you can just generate a video script, generate a faceless video, schedule and publish it to all of your social media platforms. You can connect to YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads, and have a omni-channel approach with targeted videos based on what your prospective customers are actually searching for online. And these are evergreen videos that will always get traffic and generate leads for you. So one quick tip too is when you're actually generating the script, customize it a little bit. Don't just click generate video. This is like a good tip for all things AI. Don't solely rely on it, but use it to save you a lot of time and increase your productivity. So if you're creating a video around how to get an FHA loan, customize it a little bit. Be like, how to get an FHA loan in Orange County, California. And then you can have the script be around Orange County, California specifically. You can add your call to action in there. Like if you'd like more information on this, call me. I'm here. Here's my phone number, or here's my website, etc. And then it will generate that whole video and have all of that information in there for you, so that you can actually generate videos to increase your inbound leads.
Sweet. Yeah, because I've noticed that if you do it that way and you're more precise and kind of just check over the script, it always does way better.
Yeah.
It functions better. It gets more views. There's just something about your own personality into the video. Even though it's
100%.
faceless, it still works better.
100%. And I do think people are learning to notice some of those subtleties as well, because there's so much AI content getting out there. And what I don't really want is just to flood the market with these random crappy videos. There will always be people that are just looking for like quick fixes and stuff. But really, the people that I want to help are the people that don't have the time to create content consistently, but they still have something to share. They still want to grow their business online. And this is a tool that will save you hours and hours and hours. And, I ran a video marketing agency, and we charged anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 a month to create these videos for people. And so it'll save you a lot of money as well. And so always customize anything that's AI generated, whether you're generating a blog article, you're generating a video script, you're generating anything, add your human touch to what AI is generating. That's good. That's what's going to separate you in the long run from some of the people that are just like spamming content out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause like there's certain words that I just know, like,
Oh yeah.
delve. How, nobody
Yeah.
actually uses the word delve,
Yeah.
but you'll hear it in videos and you're like, man, that was AI generated.
Yeah. And there's one that Syllabi scripts always in the annals of history.
Yeah.
It always says that line for some
Yeah.
reason. I would take that line out.
Yeah, there's just certain phrases,
Yeah.
especially the more you do it, you're like, man, I've seen that same
Yeah.
phrase 100 times. I should probably remove that one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I definitely enjoy y'all's product.
Thank you, man. It's been great to see your growth with it too. Tons of channels. You've been a power user and awesome advocate and community member. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, my religious channel broke 1,400 subscribers yesterday.
Heck yeah.
So,
Heck yeah, man.
And well, actually, I'm over like 1438 for my watch hours too. So we're moving.
Getting close.
We're slowly getting up there. So
Getting
hopefully
close. Yeah,
by the end of the year, we can be
it's
monetized.
pretty. I'm sure you'll get there. It's pretty incredible. You know, every day in our Syllaby content creators Facebook group, we see like awesome success stories. And there's, you know, I think just we've only had faceless videos in this sense for 3-4 months. No, maybe 5 months. But in that 5 months, we've already gotten over 30 YouTube channels, over 1,000 subscribers. And that is such a really cool milestone that is the first huge milestone for content creators. 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 followers. And it's just so cool to see so many people in different industries, different topics having so much success. Because like there is no way at my agency I could get 30 channels to 1,000 subscribers in 5 months. It just is.
No.
It's not possible.
It is so rough. Like even, well, number one, you'll have an amazing Facebook community and Discord community. Like I was in the Facebook group this morning and somebody posted a picture yesterday that they had hit 100 subscribers in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I was like, heck yeah, let's go.
They're spamming it too. Did you see how many videos? I think it was like 23 videos. So they uploaded 23 videos in 24-hour period.
Yeah. And it was working. It was
working, I guess. Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, okay, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, I find the sweet spot is like 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Normally I do 2 to 3 shorts per day and 1 long form 3 days a week. And I seem to be nice and steady pace.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've been doing that's what I've been doing. So my pretty similar. I'm picking up I have an ancient Egyptian faceless channel right now, and I'm doing with the bulk scheduler 1 long form per day, and then I think it's 2 shorts per day as well. And that's been doing really well, that cadence.
Yeah. Do you post any longs on the weekend, or is it just Monday through Friday?
Yeah. That's a good question. I think the scheduler is the scheduler Monday through Friday, or is it every 7 days?
No, it's every day. If you're using the bulk,
then it's every day. Then it's every day. Yeah.
All right. I may need to up my game a little bit then, because I'm posting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I've been testing the super mega longs on Friday. So,
how have you been making those out of curiosity? So you're generating a script, and then you're creating like 2, 3, 4 long forms with the parts of those scripts and then editing them together?
Yeah, so basically I'm using ChatGPT and telling it that I'm doing a 9-part series. Each part needs to be 10 minutes. And then I tell it what I want to do. So it makes part 1, it makes it 10 minutes. And then I copy part 1 and then put it and be like, here's what you already said in part 1. Let's move on to part 2, and do that the whole way.
Yep.
And then I basically take out the parts where it says, hey, welcome to part 2.
So out of curiosity, how have those mega longs been doing for you?
So the first one I did was 36 minutes, a 36-minute video. And it has like 541 watch hours. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the average watch time on that?
like 10, I think 9 or 10 minutes.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
that's pretty
and
good.
that one
That
I
watch
hadn't.
time is great.
Yeah, that one I hadn't perfected my chat GPT prompt. So after
Yeah.
I published it and kind of listened to it through, it repeated itself like 7 or 8 times in that one video. And
It didn't seem to bother people, I
it
guess.
did not bother people at all. So that was
Wow.
kind of exciting.
That's an interesting
Uh,
experiment because my traditional like YouTube training would say to test having those parts as separate videos that connect to one another through end cards, and in like the link in the description, and having a call to action at the end of the video, like watch part 2, because I know that YouTube loves when you get people to go from one video to another video to another video. I would be very curious to like A/B test both of those, creating the mega longs and then like a series of longs that interconnect and are literally linked to one another, and
yeah,
see what performs better.
yeah, I may have to try that because that would not be. I mean, I've already got all the scripts there, so that wouldn't
Yeah.
be
Yeah, you're
that much
already
more
doing it.
work.
It's the same
Yeah,
process. It's just yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then I just basically chop up all the videos into CapCut,
Mm-hmm.
add background music, and
Yep.
export it. The only thing
Mm-hmm.
I would probably do different, like my last video was my second video. The last one I just did was 59 minutes and 18 seconds. I
Mm-hmm.
would probably try to push that over the 1 hour mark just to be over an hour.
Yeah.
And
What? Yeah, when you get that watch time over 4,000 hours, you're going to be able to insert ads, mid-roll ads like crazy in these videos.
yeah, yeah. So that's kind of like, in theory, I know it should work just fine. So
Mhm.
it, like, even this last one is slowly growing, not as fast as the other. I did it around the same topic. Like, they're both on banned books. So
Mhm. Has that
it's
been a good series?
so far, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably I'm gonna do another one for Friday. I'll probably do about 3 or 4 more of those.
Cool.
And I also added them to a podcast playlist too. So
Nice.
it'll do good. I already know it will. So if one
Nice.
works, the rest of them will do good
That's
too.
yeah, that's the secret, man. Yeah, I have done like real facts confirmed in the Bible. Like that series has just crushed it for me, and I've done like 20 or 30 videos with that exact same title, and every single time it does like 10,000, 13,000, 17,000 views as shorts. So like, you know, especially for YouTube, like when you have a title that works, it's so stupid. Like this is just a thing that works. Like test different titles and series until something clicks, and then when it works, like just keep doing it over and over again. It works every time. Like I've done this personally. I gained 600,000 subscribers doing top 5 most useful websites. I've posted that title and that video 200 times.
Yeah.
this is like a working shorts hack that just works for whatever reason.
How often do you repost using that, or post using that same title? So like I had one short that just did like
Yeah.
4,700 views.
Yeah, as much as you want, 2 or 3 times a day.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I know what I'm doing for the rest of the day.
yeah. It's so stupid, but it just works.
Yeah, because I think it even got me like 60 or 70 subscribers from that one video. So
Yeah, yeah. I was
I
doing
mean,
that even when like for manual content for like my personal brand channel. Yeah, up 2 to 3. Now I'm so busy. I'm slacking on my own content creation, which I guess is a good problem to have. But I miss creating content. But yeah, 2 to 3 a day, same
okay.
style of content, same title, just
All
works.
right. Yeah, I've been playing. I know y'all have released so many different styles for videos that I've just kind of been slowly working my way through them. I was doing one. I got to see if I still have it pulled up somewhere. But when I ran into this data cap, I was trying to do one that was like the evil side of the Bible, and I was using the true crime or the crime setup. So I'm gonna have to go back and redo that one. But I was just trying to come up with
like,
different little scenarios.
yeah,
So,
there's some topics that hit. I know you did these topics too, but like, who is Melchizedek? Like
yeah,
like
yeah, that
there's
one
a
hit
million
hard.
videos on YouTube that have like that exact title, and they all perform well.
They all perform well. It's
They all
insane.
perform well.
Like I think mine got 3,600 views and like
Yeah. Yeah, I
300
think I
watch
have a
hours.
long form one that's like 15,000 views.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way. Like even the one I just did, my super long form, any video that's about an hour long does 100,000 views. It may take it 4 or 5 months,
Yeah.
but I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing
I
but
gotta
time.
start doing that. We're thinking around how we would be able to expand the output length in Syllaby. There are some constraints to make sure that the output is quality and it doesn't like have like weird voice effects and stuff like that. But we probably will expand to 20 or 30 minutes pretty soon.
Okay. Yeah, that would be helpful for me.
Yeah, because the other thing is we have URL URL and audio to video coming out, and so I want to be able to allow you to upload a podcast and create a video from the podcast if it's an audio only file. And so naturally, like no podcast is only 10 minutes. So we've got to expand for that feature.
Yeah, I've been playing around with that Google's Notebook LM podcast generator. I mean, I think everybody is, but especially for my religious niche, I was just grabbing like I can't even remember who it was, an old preacher's sermons and shoving them into Notebook LM and telling it to do a podcast, and it would spit out 9-10 minute podcasts that like I played them for my family. Just, hey, what do you think about this? I just found this podcast on this subject, and they're like, man, this is really good. I'm like, okay, all right, so if my family thinks they're good, I could probably just add some images and videos and be good to go.
100%. So we're working on like sort of an InVideo style. There's a lot of stuff that we're working on, like an InVideo style B-roll output as well. And so like you'll be able to take that Notebook LM audio file and put it into Syllaby, and it'll have the original audio. So you won't need to like select a new voiceover or anything. It'll take that audio, and you can create a faceless video or a B-roll style video, or we're coming out with like movement in the images. That's going to be the next big thing that we release, by the way. So you'll be able to take those Notebook podcasts, which have really good audio, and turn them into incredible videos very quickly. Exciting times, man.
Yeah,
crazy stuff.
I'm excited for that. The motion pictures.
Motion's coming soon. We're actively testing it right now, so it's gonna be really cool. I'll get you in the beta test when it's ready. Probably.
Okay, sweet. Because like normally I'm the type of guy that's like scheduled 30 days out.
Yeah.
But with all the features y'all are coming out with, I'm like, I haven't even scheduled videos for today, just in case something happens.
Well, we're pushing the pace, man. We switched a couple of months ago from 2-week sprints down to 1-week sprints. And so our team is a machine right now. So every Monday or Tuesday, we ship something new. And it's how we're going to outpace everybody.
Yeah.
Because you said there's so many of these tools. Like NVIDIA just rolled out this new like NVIDIA V3. That's the first thing that they've rolled out in like a year and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just no innovation there, and there's other tools out. I'm not going to name other tools out there, but like we're dialed in right now. Like we are listening to our users. We have an amazing and supportive community. Syllaby is built by creators for creators. We have the nuance of everything, and we have a rock star development team that's able to move fast and ship every single week. And like, no, it's not perfect, right? And yes, we're a bootstrapped, largely bootstrapped team, but I think we're going to outpace everybody.
Yeah. And like, even me, because I use this thing. I won't say I'm the number one user, but I'm up there.
Definitely up there. Definitely a power user. I'm not even sure I'm number one, to be honest. There's a couple. I think I'm top 3. Last time we checked, there's some crazy power users.
Wow. Okay, yeah. So that means I'm probably like top 20. If you're top 3, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And I use it all day, every day, mobile, on the go.
Like, yesterday I wasn't even at my house all day, and throughout the day on my phone I was just piddling in Syllaby and just removing videos, creating new videos. Just I love that I could do it from anywhere. Like I posted, I think it was a couple months ago, that I was at the grocery store shopping with my wife and creating videos. It's great.
Yeah, I did a video about that too. I forget where my wife was like in Sephora or something, and I was like, watch me create a faceless video while my wife's in Sephora.
Yeah, I enjoy it. So I guess let's talk about different platforms. What should we be changing in our videos based on like it going compared to TikTok or YouTube or Instagram Reels? Or even Facebook Reels, for that matter.
Yeah, so the videos will inherently perform well across the board, but there are definitely subtle nuances for optimization across different platforms. YouTube Shorts, like quite honestly, the only thing that I believe matters is the title and the view duration of that short. And like I've had my own benchmarks for that, like on YouTube specifically, I'm so dialed in that like I know that to get the best results most of the time, like stacking the odds in my favor, if I create a 49-second video that gets at least 38 seconds of retention with the same title, like top 5 most useful websites, I have like a 70% chance of that video doing exceptionally well. Tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands to sometimes millions of views. And so that was my like specific benchmark every single time for my videos in my niche based on my performance. And that's you're a very analytical guy. I know you track everything. And like, I really pay attention to a lot of those numbers too. And like, you can get to that point by like really looking at your analytics. Like that's how I have 600,000 YouTube subscribers, is like looking at the trends, looking at the numbers, fine tuning all of that and going deep into the patterns that emerge when you're really paying attention. Hashtags don't matter on YouTube. I don't care what anybody says. Hashtags do, I think, still matter on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You don't need to go overboard. I have thoroughly tested back and forth on Instagram and still test, no hashtags, 3 or 4 hashtags, full set of 30 hashtags. And I really don't see a noticeable difference any way, shape, or form. But that's also because I have a lot of followers, and I think like hashtags can seed initial viewership on Instagram. But once they figure out who your target audience is and you're creating consistent content for that audience, you don't need to use hashtags anymore. Like I'll post memes all the time and I'll just be like, the description is like lol, and like that's it. There's nothing else in the description, LOL or ha ha ha. and it's just like an AI generated, like it's an AI meme or it's about AI. And because my audience is interested in AI or digital marketing, like it goes out to them. There's tons of engagement, and it seeds and fuels from there because it knows exactly who my audience is. I don't need to put hashtags up in anything. But I test it. I test everything. Facebook, I use really Facebook and TikTok. I use the same hashtags almost every single time because I'm creating like digital marketing oriented content. Useful business websites, marketing tips are the 4 hashtags that I use on Facebook and TikTok almost every single time. Like sometimes I'll use AI or AI websites or AI tools in there, but consistently, pay attention to those trends and go deep. Like I know that a video in this format with those 4 hashtags is going to perform consistently well nearly every single time. And so why change it?
Yeah.
Test out. But like I have over 1 million followers on Facebook. I had 900,000 followers on TikTok before they banned me. Now I'm back up to 180,000. Like this stuff works. And so like this is how I grow. I don't need to experiment because I've already done the experimentation and through testing and I figured out what works for me consistently for years. And so I go deep into that. And so that's what you guys need to do too, is just test different titles, test different series of content, test different hashtags, test different descriptions, and see what do sets of 10 on any given thing. Like you can't just like test one video and be like, it didn't work. Do tests of 10 and see if that is an effective video formatting with description and hashtag sets and everything. And if it doesn't work after 10, like you notice no difference or no growth or anything, then do another test. And when you're systematic like that, you'll find what works and then just go deep in that thing. And that really is just strategy for whatever niche. Faceless videos, ancient history videos, plumbers, digital marketers, like it doesn't matter. Just test while applying best practices until you find an outlier that does exceptionally better, and then validate that outlier by doing more and more of that same thing and see if it consistently improves your performance.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I know we always talk about consistency, and if you're doing that much testing and that many like 10 video tests, consistency is going to happen. That's most of the time when I see people not doing well, it's because the consistency is not there.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we have these 30-day challenges as well, as it's to build up I think it's like 60 days now to form a psychological habit. And so we've been doing these challenges for I think 4 months now, and it's to help people build the consistency muscle, to be honest.
Yeah.
When you stop, it's hard. Like it's like going to the gym. It's like doing anything, eating healthy, right? Like if you just do it every single day and you're consistent with it, it becomes habit. It becomes second nature. But when you break that habit, it's harder to get back on the horse. It's harder to get started again. So these challenges, I think, have really helped people stay consistent. We've seen a lot of the same people participate daily in these challenges. There's a ton of power users in the Facebook group that every single day that on the daily challenge threads, they're right there.
We're always posting, always.
Yeah.
So it is exciting to see that too. I know, like even with me, I've been doing this since August. If I miss one day, it feels like a part of my life has been removed from me.
That's such an important thing right there. I totally agree. Like, and not everybody likes that. But if you're going to commit to being a content creator, you have to get to that headspace that like, if you don't post, it hurts.
Yeah. Like yesterday I was out driving, like I spent 15 hours basically in a truck yesterday. So I didn't get to actually post anything. And now I'm like, okay, well, does my viewership remember me?
Yeah, I know it's
It's
so
been
funny.
one day.
Like,
I'm like,
I know, and it's such a like funny fallacy. But like I'm the same way, and like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm totally addicted to social media, but I've justified that by being a very productive member of society from my
yeah,
outputs. But but like we'll go on long road trips sometimes, and I'm always the one that has to drive those long road trips. So I'll be like, time to get gas, and then like
yeah,
while my gas pump's filling up, I'm posting.
yeah, yeah. I've been working on my posting to social. Like I even went as far as I have RSS feeds, and I use
Mhm.
make.com to
Nice.
use ChatGPT to summarize them and send me a
Mhm.
text message about what was in that post for like OpenAI. So when they post something in their news blog, it sends me a
Yeah.
text message of a summary.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. So
Wow,
like
that's a smart hack, man. I
just
should do
so
that. Yeah.
yeah, because I mean it makes it so no matter what, at least I'm staying up with what's happening in the AI
Yeah.
world news. And
Which is hard to do.
hopefully I could take something away from it to post to
Yeah.
social.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. There's one news feed that I follow that just talks about different new programs that have come out.
Hmm.
So new softwares, so I can stay up to date on new stuff that comes out.
Yeah,
Which
I followed the Superhuman newsletter, which is a really good newsletter that comes out with like AI news, breaking news, updates, new tools that have been released. That's a good one. We've sponsored in there before too because they've got like 600,000 email subscribers or something. It's like a crazy newsletter, but that's a really good one too.
okay, I'll have to hunt that one down and sign up for that one. I was going to ask you, so what other tools or softwares do you recommend just for people looking to get started in this?
Yeah, well, it
Obviously,
depends
Syllaby.
I mean, it depends what you want to do across the board. Like there's even like non-AI software that are really useful. Like repurpose.io is an amazing tool that lets you just link all of your accounts and including like Google Drive. And so you can set up a lot of automations there. Like you post once to TikTok and it automatically downloads it watermark free to a Google Drive folder and shares it to every other social media platform for you. I love Repurpose. I mean, I just did a post I'm I'm an affiliate for Ranked AI, but I love Ranked. I think if you're just getting started with like website SEO or you have an agency and you're white labeling, Ranked is really solid starter until you get a little bit more experienced or have the budget to hire like a SEO agency. Um, Napkin AI is a newer tool that I think is phenomenal. It will generate infographics for you based on text. So like I input like I was updating my pitch deck and I entered like our roadmap for 2025. And so it'll give me like a infographic, like tons of options, and it's really, really good. And you can customize it and everything around whatever text that you put in. That's an awesome one. Man, there's so many. Yeah, those are the ones that come to mind. I mean, there's Suno is a great free tool to generate music. Like we use Suno to generate over 500 songs for background music in Syllaby. So we have this huge
Okay.
like audio library. We generated all of that in Suno. So we
Oh,
just
that's
chose
sweet.
different. Yeah. We just chose different niches, like styles of music, like lo-fi, hip hop, aggressive rock and roll, EDM, synthwave, classical, like all of these music genres, and we just like built our own royalty-free music library because Suno allows us to do that.
Yeah.
So that's a really cool tool. Yeah.
I've definitely been playing in Suno. So for my religious channel, I've been taking like John 3:16. Everybody knows that scripture, even if you're not religious. I've been taking that, putting it in Chat GPT, and being like, "Hey, create me lyrics for this song or for this verse," and have it generate lyrics. Copy that over to Suno, and just have it pop out a song for me. And like, you would be surprised. You're like, that. There's no way it could work. Those videos get 200 to 300 views every time. And if I was more consistent with those videos, I would probably be closer to 3,000 watch hours. But I just forget to do them.
Like, there's another really cool tool I just remembered too, fastread.io, that lets you create entire books in a matter of minutes. So you can type in any topic and go through the questionnaire and stuff, and it's you can actually list them on like Amazon.
I've seen a lot. Again,
with all things AI, like, use it as a tool to save you time and be more productive. Don't just like spit out book, list on Amazon, spit out book, list on Amazon. Like, if you've been thinking about writing a book, but you're procrastinating, like I'm thinking about writing a book and I'm procrastinating. Like, I'm going through this because I know how much time and effort it's going to take to do this. That is a great tool to help with like the outline process and summary process, and like wherever you're at as an author, it can really help you, even if you're like an established author. But the like structure of it and the chapter summaries and everything can be very time consuming, and so that's a great tool. That's another one.
Yeah, back in the day, I found a blog post that listed like 400 ways to build links to websites. And I was like, it was like little 1-paragraph summaries for each way, and I'm like, man, you could take that, expand that to like 5 or 6 paragraphs per,
and
you're gonna have you've got a 300 or 400 page book that everybody will just buy and stick on their shelf just because. So
what do you think is the easiest and best way to build backlinks right now?
Social media. You can like, realistically, if you want it. So like, even for my clients, I do social media post, Google profile post, and press releases. If you'll do those 3, that's like, I start with those, and then we start working to get the harder links. So like, I deal with a lot of smaller businesses, and normally I could do one press release and it'll take them to the top 10 for all their keywords that they're trying to get to.
Nice.
So
who do you do press releases with? Like PR Web, or what do you use?
PR Web. There's a couple of smaller ones that I will try first that are like little cheapies. See if, because like with the bigger guys, you got to be way more press release style, and if you go with some of the smaller guys, they'll let you get away with things that like a PR Newswire or any of those guys won't let you do. So I try to stick with a couple of smaller guys just to see how they fall out, and then if I have to go with a heavy hitter, then I will. So like, one of my construction companies that I did work for, I shoved them in PR Newswire, and their deal actually got picked up by Apple News, which
nice
for them. Like me, I'm like, hey, did you see you were on Apple News? And they were all excited. It makes you feel really good. But that's pretty much how I would start at this point.
It depends on the type of company and the person too. Some of my favorite, because I'm an SEO nerd too, but some of my favorite strategies have been our affiliate program. gets us a ridiculous amount of backlinks because people will just write up like a blog article promoting us, or they have like a directory website of different tools. And so that gets affiliate links that gets backlinks like crazy. And then podcast interviews. I realized like years ago that most podcasts or higher, like more established podcasts have websites. And so they'll turn every podcast episode into a blog with like a summary and description and stuff. And so if you just do a ton of podcast interviews about your business in your industry, you'll get tons of backlinks. Like you can get easily 5 to 10, like if you're doing 15, 20 podcast interviews a month, which is a lot, but it's possible. You can easily get 5 to 10 backlinks from high quality, hyper relevant websites per month.
Yeah, because that's like I'm putting all your links in here, so you're
exactly.
You're gonna have links from YouTube. You'll have links from my site.
Yep.
I'm converting all of these to actual non-video, so just audio podcast. I'm going to use Podcast Bean or Podbean to distribute all those. Those are all going to have your links. So it's going to hit another 20 sites through that.
Yep.
So just this one podcast is going to get you an extra 15 to 20 links.
Yep.
So yeah, that is
Thanks,
a pretty
brother.
easy way. Yeah. Yeah. Do what you can to help out.
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, it's definitely, I didn't think about that. I should probably try to hop on podcasts too. So
yeah, there's great resources. Like there's a great Facebook group, like it's like called Find a Guest, Be a Guest or something like that. There's like 60,000 people in there. And so every now and then, like I'll do a blast, like, hey, here's my bio. I'd love to do an interview. And I'll get like, 10, 20 requests. And I won't, you choose, like spend your time accordingly. Like you don't need to be on every podcast. But you can get some like top 10, top 5, top 1% podcast interviews, and that's big reach. That's big press. You get a ton of links from that, like we were talking about, big opportunities there. And then like you can also, like I've hired VAs before, on Upwork or Online Jobs PH, to just submit me to do podcast interviews. They just, create a list and then just speaker submission forms, and that stacks a lot.
Okay. Yeah, sweet. Okay, that pretty much summarizes all the main questions. I do
Great.
have like little 7 into the show questions for you.
Sure.
Just quick answers. Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
All right. So question 1, Austin, who is the most famous person in your phone?
Oh. I don't have anyone crazy famous in my phone. Maybe like it'll be digital marketers like Sean Cannell. Maybe Sean Cannell from Think Media.
Okay. We can go with that.
Yeah, that's who maybe comes to mind. I don't know. I'd have to look. But
all right. Yeah, some of these I was watching different interviews and just pulling stuff out, and I'm like, okay, that's a weird random question. It would be kind of, like for me, like I don't even know. I don't even know who I would say in my phone. Most everybody I know, I would say right now, probably the biggest person in my phone, like most followers, like you're not even in my phone, so I can't even say you, but like Jeremy Vest would be probably my biggest one in my phone. But
yep.
All right, so next question, what do you enjoy most about your business?
Helping people achieve their goals and see what's possible on social media.
Okay. All right. So, what is one book or podcast you would recommend to our listeners, and why?
My just one. Okay, I'll go with a recent one. Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell is a fantastic book at really outlining where you're spending your time and figuring out what you can outsource to other people to free up your time. Very much a abundance mindset versus scarcity mindset. Like when you get into a place where you know that your time is worth more money than you doing that task yourself, and you can outsource it for less than the dollar value you associate with your time. You buy back your time, and it frees up more effort to grow and scale more so. So there's a lot of really practical like time blocking and like actually like taking notes of. So like after I read that book, I monitored every task I did all day for a week straight, and I figured out a couple things that like I don't need to spend my time doing this. I can hire somebody to do this. Like I hired somebody to handle my calendar and my email, saving me hours and hours every week. And I hired somebody to actually do my video editing for me, so that I just need to create it and publish it. But that middle part, I don't need to be responsible for as well. And so little things like that save me like 5 to 10 hours a week that I can do, podcast interviews like this, or, spend more time with my dog and my wife, like more things that are important to me.
Yep. Awesome. If you could have coffee with any historical figure, who would you choose?
Any historical figure? Nikola Tesla.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Yeah, I haven't figured out who. Like every time I think about it, it's like, okay, well, Abraham Lincoln would be really cool.
Yeah.
Well, so would George Washington if I'm going down like presidents.
Yeah.
There's just so many that'd be like, okay, that'd be fun to have lunch
Yeah.
with them and just pick their brain.
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, Tesla would be a crazy conversation. I think Einstein would be a crazy
Oh man,
conversation.
yeah,
People like that. Yeah.
yeah, just to see what's going on
Yeah.
in their brains.
Or like like a philosopher like Aristotle or Socrates, like just like go down that rabbit
Yeah,
hole.
Da
Like what is
Vinci. Yeah,
the meaning of life? Yeah.
yeah. All right. So, what is your biggest pet peeve?
People complaining about circumstances in their life that are changeable, but they don't do action to change the things.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good one. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pizza.
I, that like I can see here's the bad part. Pizza for me, like I know the restaurant, I could see the pizza in my mind. I've ate it so much, and I will still like you say the word, I'm there. We're gonna eat
Yeah.
that specific pizza.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's very diverse. It's delicious. It's fast. It's good.
exactly. So I'll give you one short story. When I have a habit of like I love my wife. She takes very good care of me. If she
Wow.
goes out of town, I like my life falls apart. Like
Mm,
I work, I get up,
yeah.
I work, and I go to bed. If
Yeah.
she's not here, I get up and go to work and go to bed, but I don't do all the stuff in between that I should be doing, like eating
Yeah.
food. And she went on a cruise with some friends, and I shoved a tombstone pizza in the oven, set my timer on my desk, and my timer went off. I'm like, okay, I just need to finish this one sentence
Famous last words. Yeah.
Yeah, about 15 minutes later, I ran to grab my pizza out because I could smell the smoke. It was
Burn.
completely
Yeah.
black covered,
Brick.
and I sent her a picture of it, and she's like, "Oh man, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it didn't taste that good when I ate it either." I still ate the thing.
You still ate
So
it? Oh
I still
man.
ate it. Yeah. All right. Last question. If you could start a rumor about yourself, what would it be?
Start a rumor about myself. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that.
Oh, that one's a little tougher.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really a rumor. I just actually do it, but I try to be very generous with my time to help people out. And so I would probably spread the rumor that Austin is very easy to get a hold of if you want to ask him a question or have him, be on your show, speak at your event. Just want to pick his brain. Yeah, I love talking to people. I look for any excuse to nerd out about digital marketing and AI.
Yeah.
And so I think just that I'm very approachable, and I don't have ego. I'm not standoffish at all. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I guess let's close with just a little bit about Syllaby. I know that here, look. If you want a discount code, you can go to kc.marketing/Syllaby, and we can get you 25% off your first purchase, which is good to have a little bit of money saving. I mean, I always like to save some money.
Who doesn't?
I can't recommend Austin's product enough. Like, realistically, me and another guy do weekly calls where we just help other people in the community. Like, we'll go with fanboy. I'm a big fanboy of Austin's product, so
I appreciate you, man. We've built an amazing community. It's all about helping people. I'm not here to get rich. I'm just here to help people. And if the byproduct is Syllaby explodes, great. But as long as we're able to take care of our staff and actually help a lot of people, that's what this is a mission-driven business for me. So that's what I care about.
Yeah, and y'all are doing amazing work. I mean, the community is, there's other products out there, obviously, but the community, the support from staff, like even me yesterday, I told you about not being able to bulk delete. And by the time I woke up this morning, I could now bulk delete stuff.
Yep.
So within 24 hours, things get fixed. And I know I've been in this industry a long time. It does not happen that way at all in any business I've ever done.
We care, man. We care. That's what's up. That's what's different about us. We strive that our whole company culture is that way. We're not just, even all of our developers, like we have all these all hand meeting, like we just care. We just want to provide a product that actually helps people. And that's what we all care about.
So just a side question, how many people do you have on your team currently?
18 in total. So I have 2 business partners, and we've got a staff of 15 people, different developers, customer service people, quality assurance, product owners, designers.
Okay. So I think I've dealt with like 6 or 7 people on your team, not including you. So I'm about halfway through your team.
There you go.
We're doing good.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. A
awesome.
lot of our developers, like Helder, for instance, is one of our senior developers. He's in the Facebook group. He's on Discord. You know,
Yeah.
these are developers that care. Like I just got to hang out with Helder at a web summit in Portugal. We went for like 4 days. That was my first time meeting him in person, and he's just so passionate about this. He's just a really nice guy. But yeah, yeah. One of our top senior developers is on Discord answering questions for people all the time.
Yeah. That's, man, I love it. Okay. Let me stop fanboying out and let's go ahead and wrap this up. Um, I really enjoyed this. I want to thank you for coming on. Um, just thanks a lot. This meant a whole lot for me to have you on and just getting to talk more about this.
The
So
honor's mine, brother.
awesome. Y'all have a wonderful day and we'll see you on the next one.